everyone, it's Miss Reynolds. Today we're going to learn about supplementary angles. Last week you learned about complementary angles. Today we're going to learn about supplementary angles. So let's watch this little video that Digits gives us explaining what supplementary angles are.
Two angles are supplementary angles if the sum of their measures is 180 degrees. Supplementary angles that are adjacent form a straight angle. Angle AOB and angle BOC are supplementary adjacent angles. Notice that as the measures of the two angles change, the sum of their measures is still 180 degrees. Suppose two supplementary angles are not adjacent. Even though angle AOB and angle BOC are not adjacent, the sum of their measures remains 180 degrees as the measures of the two angles change.
So, to sum up what he said, supplementary angles, when added together, equal 180 degrees. So we learned last week complementary angles equal 90 degrees, supplementary angles equal 180 degrees. The angles can be adjacent, meaning connected where they share a vertex and a side, or they can be two separate angles. But as you see, when added together, they equal 180 degrees. So if we look in this example, angle AOB, which is 160 degrees, plus angle BOC, which is 20 degrees, add those two together, gives us 180 degrees, meaning they are supplementary angles. So let's look at the next problem. Part 1. Part 1 says, draw an adjacent supplement for each angle. What is the measure of each supplement? So they give us A, B, and C here, three different angles. If we look at letter A, it gives us a 50-degree angle. We have to find what is the other angle that's going to be adjacent to this angle that will make them supplementary angles, meaning what other angle added to this one will equal 180 degrees. So, let me get my color here. If I take 180 degrees, because that's what supplementary angles equal when added together. 180 minus 50, which is the angle that they give us in letter A. When I do that, 180 minus 50 gives me 130 degrees. So the supplement to this 50-degree angle that will make it supplementary is 130 degrees, and I know 180 degrees is a straight line, so if I want to draw this angle, I need to make a straight line going across. This would be 130 degrees. So when we add these two together, it equals 180 degrees, so these are supplementary angles. Try doing letter B. So looking at letter B, they give us a 165-degree angle, and we need to find its supplement. So 180 minus 165 gives us 15 degrees. So its supplementary angle is 15 degrees. Now we're going to draw that, and we know 180 degrees is a straight line. So I'm going to draw a straight line going across. Sorry, I'm going to write really tiny, and right in here would be our 15-degree angle, because 15 plus 165 equals 180, putting them adjacent and on a straight line. Try doing letter C. Looking at letter C, they give us a right angle. We know a right angle is equal to 90 degrees, so 180 minus 90 degrees will give us another 90-degree angle. So to draw this adjacent supplement angle, I know 180 degrees has to be a straight line, so I'm going to continue my line. Sorry, that's not perfect. I'm going to draw the supplement angle, which is another 90-degree angle. So 90 degrees plus 90 degrees equals 180 degrees, so these are supplementary angles. Look at the next example. Part 2. So part 2 says, what is the value of x? They want us to watch this video.
What have we here? Aha! Find the angle 50 degrees, no less, no more. Calculate x using the floor. The answer will bring you treasures galore. Excellent! Time to get to work. Oh! I gotta watch out for those traps.
All right, that video was a little weird, but that's okay. So, they give us this picture. I get my pen. They give us this picture of this straight line, two angles that are on a straight line. So these two angles added together equal 180 degrees. So we need to write an equation that is equal to 180 degrees because if we look, these two angles are adjacent. They share a vertex and a side, and they're on a straight line. So they're supplementary because they're on a straight line, which is equal to 180 degrees. So added together, this is what they equal. So if we write our equation, 2x plus 50 equals 180 degrees, and now we need to solve for x. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract 50 on each side. When I do that, 50 minus 50 cancels out. 180 minus 50 gives us 130, and I'm going to bring this over here because I'm running out of room. Draw my little arrow. So I'm left with 2x equals 130 degrees. And now you need to solve for x. To solve for x, we're going to get rid of this 2. This is 2 times x, so to undo multiplication, we have to divide. So we're going to divide by 2 on each side. When we do that, x equals 130 divided by 2 will give us 65. So x is equal to 65. So I just realized that I skipped a problem in part 1, so I'm going to go back. It says, suppose the measure of angle ABC is equal to 48.4 degrees. Find the measure of its supplement. So obviously they don't give us, it's just a blank space. They don't give us a picture, so I'm going to draw the picture the best that I can. So suppose measure of angle ABC is equal to 48.4 degrees. Here goes my angle. So I know 48.4 degrees is going to be an acute angle because it's less than 90 and greater than 0. So I'm just going to draw my acute angle. Doesn't have to be perfect here. So this is my angle A, B, C, and I know it's equal to 48.4. They want to know what is its supplement. So what angle added to this one is going to equal 180 degrees because supplementary angles, they equal 180 degrees. Oh my goodness, this is so slow. So we're going to write an equation. 48.4 plus, well, we don't know what it is, so pick a variable. I'm just going to pick x. 48.4 plus x equals 180 degrees. And now I'm going to solve for x. So go ahead and solve for x. So to solve for x, I need to subtract 48.4 on both sides. So when I do that, 48.4 minus 48.4 cancels out, and I'm left with, ooh, it's a bad line, x equals 180 minus 48.4 will give us 131.6. 1.6. That's supposed to be a 6 degrees. So these two angles equal 180 degrees, making them supplementary angles. All right, let's go back to part 2. It says, what is the value of x? So they give us this picture here of supplementary angles. We know they're on a straight line, so this is equal to 180 degrees right here. This straight line is equal to 180 degrees, so if these two measures are on that line and they're adjacent, we know that these are supplementary angles, so added together they equal 180 degrees. You have to write an equation again. 4x plus 74 equals 180 degrees. And now you have to solve for x. So go ahead and do that. So now if we look at our equation, we had 4x plus 74 equals 180. Subtract our constants first on both sides. So if this was plus 74, we're going to subtract 74 on both sides. When we do that, 74 minus 74 cancels out. 180 minus 74 gives us 106. So we're left with 4x equals 106. Then we have to divide by 4 on each side. 4x divided by 4 just leaves us with x. 106 divided by 4 leaves us with 26.5. That's what x is equal to. Next part says, can the measures of supplementary angles be equal? So we know supplementary angles equal 180 degrees, right? So we have to find, well, what are two angles that equal 180 degrees but are equal to each other? So let's look at the answer. Yes, there is one case where supplements are equal. If the angles are both right angles, then their sums of their measures is 180 degrees, meaning the only two angles that can be equal together, that can be equal but also are supplementary, are two right angles, which are 90 degrees, because 90 plus 90 gives us 180 degrees. All right, so that finishes up the intro to this lesson. If you stuck around this long, I'm going to show you a funny video of a dog playing a piano. I hope you can see this. Here, it's coming. So to sum up this lesson, supplementary angles are two angles added together that equal 180 degrees. Email your teachers if you got any questions, comments, or concerns.